Buongiorno. Welcome to today's program. As you know, Dr. Boyajian, they call me Doc. I'm joined by my friend Omar Montanez, and we'll be having a little chat, and then he's going to be discussing some of his medical problems, and that's actually how he came to my office. I've been in private practice here in Secaucus for the past 30 years. I have a general medical practice, and I'm taking care of multiple generations of the same family, but I also see firefighters. I see firefighters for the reason that they're very high risk of cancer. So we do cancer screening with them and general medical care. Most of the firefighters that have come through here have decided to stay with us as their private medical doctor, and that's exactly what we want. So this is my friend Omar. He's here on his own. He's not representing his department, so we've developed a friendship since then, and we both love to cook. He's a professional chef. I like to eat, so it's been a wonderful relationship. Omar came to my office. He was referred by another firefighter, and that's how my practice has grown with the firefighters. It's been one referral after another. It's person to person. What had happened was he had a lot of symptoms. He went to a wellness center, and they checked him out, did multiple tests on him, blood tests, scans, all these type of things. He continued to have symptoms, and they never called him with the results. So his fellow firefighter told him, go see Dr. Boyajian. This is a good guy. He came here. I obtained the results from the facility. Obviously, I realized right away there was a problem. I listened to his symptoms. I reviewed the results. Big problem. So we immediately started to be treated at that moment. I have specialists I work with very closely. I called them up. I told them what the story was. I said we had to do this, this, and this. Within 2 days, we had the area biopsy. That was the problem. Within a couple weeks, I think he had his procedure done, his surgery. Yeah. So unfortunately, it turned out to be cancer, but we caught it at extremely early stage. Obviously, the guy survived. He did great, and that's how things should be. To me, it was very disturbing that nobody called him with the results. I didn't call up the doctor and give him a long story, but I reviewed and I said, well, how could this possibly happen? So I think what happened was they got the results, they didn't know what to do with it. I have a team of doctors set up when I have a problem arises, different types of doctors, surgeons, specialists, cardiologists, endocrinologists, dermatologists, so I know who to call. I assume they didn't know what to do with it or just got neglected. The world of medicine has changed dramatically since I went into practice 30 years ago. At that time, doctors had their own practice. Now everything's owned by corporations, large hospital groups. And most of these doctors now they're employees of large corporations. So it's a 9-to-5 job. It's not your business. Your approach is different. If it is your business, you're 100% responsible. These patients all know who we are, where we are, and they can get in touch with us 24 hours a day. So the corporate world of medicine, it's become very expensive. It's very impersonal. It's heartless, and it tends to be dysfunctional. And this is a perfect example where a patient wasn't called with the results. And it would have been a disastrous result. He would have ended up in a hospital with a lot of symptoms, and somebody would have figured out eventually. But we caught it at an early stage. He was able to be treated, and that's how things are supposed to be. So he knows who to call when he has a problem. So I said, I'm not going to work in a corporation. I'm going to continue being a doctor for the next 10 years, hopefully, right?
Absolutely.
If I eat right and exercise. And that's what we plan to do. And our practice is continuing to grow. And patients are doing all the referrals. We don't advertise. I don't want it to grow out of proportion because then I lose that personal touch, and that's not where I'm in business, and you're not going to practice good medicine. Our motto, and I tell my staff this all the time, is practice good medicine and be kind to the patients. You can't be kind to them. Why should they come see you? You're going to be rude to them, not give them good medical. I call up offices, I can't get through to them. You're on the phone for 20 minutes. You call our pharmacy, you're on the phone for 10 minutes. It's a very bad because this is a personal business. You have to be completely compulsive about all the details. Small things turn into big disasters. So Omar is not only a firefighter, he's also in charge of the Office of Emergency Management.
Yes.
So like if a meteorite smashed into the city, if a flying saucer landed, some kind of disaster, they would call you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And a team of us, it's 3 of us, and we communicate with the federal government.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you're talking to the good guys there.
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to be doing some cooking in our next segment. Omar, as I said, is a professional chef. I like to eat. I know a lot about nutrition. These are things I do for myself. We'll be cooking meals that I actually eat myself, and I recommend, and our patients love to see this. We play this in our waiting room, and they all want to know what the recipes are. So I think we're making a positive effect. We're not going to change the world, but we're going to help each individual. If like the ship is going down, that's okay, but we're going to help people get into the lifeboats, and we'll be kind to them, right?
Absolutely.
Omar, let's get cooking.
Let's do this.
It's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today.